In this video, I want to talk about why your aura is so whack and how to fix it. All right. Now, what I mean by having a whack aura, you ever get around somebody and it's like they just got really low energy, like a low vibration, low frequency, always down in the dumps about something, always complaining, bitching. Life is always kind of just coming at them. That's what I'm talking about. And I got 7 ways that you can start working on this and improving this so that you become a person who's better received by people. You feel good about yourself and you walk through life with your chest out, your chin up, and you're just a good person to be around. The first way you can start improving your aura is to stop watching adult content. Now, believe it or not, this is playing into your energetic presence. That's what your aura is. It's your glow that you have about you. When you're fapping all the time, watching the adult content, you may not even realize this is happening, man, but it's draining you, bro. It's depleting you. It has you kind of feeling down and shit. And even on a different level, when you get around women, it creates an anxiety around you. It creates this anxiousness within you that you may or may not even realize is happening. When you get one-on-one with a chick, you probably know what I'm talking about. You might not even be able to perform, get your shit right. You might be going through a lot of different struggles because you're watching that content, you're subjecting yourself to that nonsense all the time. But I'm not judging you. I used to do this myself too. I had a problem with it as well. That's why I can speak about it in this video, okay? So this is destroying your aura, whether you know it or not, and it's something that you want to kind of eliminate from your life or at least minimize it, man. Stop doing this shit multiple times a day. It's really just kind of messing you up. The second way to improve your aura is to start working out. Start practicing body game, all right? Now, when you start working out, it's going to improve your physical presence, okay? You're going to start looking better. You're going to start putting some muscle in your body. But also, it's going to improve that energetic presence about you. When you get around people, they are going to be able to feel your presence. They are going to be able to feel your inner strength that you've developed once you get around people. It's crazy how this happens, man. I don't know the science on how it's happening, but I know that it happens. And all you got to do is just get you a membership, start working out at the crib, start doing some push-ups, start doing something, start challenging your body physically, and you're going to start reaping the benefits of this. People are going to be able to smell the confidence on you, smell the discipline on you that comes from working out. So get your ass in the gym. The third way to improve your aura, this is kind of a weird one, but stop eating bullshit all the time. You want to start being mindful of what you're putting into your body. All right. If you're putting McDonald's and Taco Bell into your body all the time, you don't have the energy that you need. You're not feeding your body with healthy fuel that is going to have your body perform at a high level. This is going to dim your light. This is going to lower that aura, that energetic presence you have about yourself. When you start putting quality foods into your body, when you got greens, fruit, quality meats, chicken, salmon, stuff like that, you're going to start feeling better and it's going to have you show up in the world better. I know it may sound hippie, woo-woo, whatever. The shit works. Okay, so start being mindful of what you're putting into your system. Think about your body like it's a car. If it's a Porsche or something like that, you can't put bullshit gas into a Porsche. You got to put that high quality stuff in there, all right, so that it performs how it's supposed to perform. And once you start performing at that high level, your glow is going to amplify, okay? It's going to speak for you. You ain't even got to say shit. Now, the fourth way that you can improve your aura is to start consuming positive content. All right. Like I said in the first one, get away from the adult content, get away from the nonsense, but you want to start pumping into yourself positive, productive content that is actually building you up, that is actually teaching you something, that is educating you on things. Now, this doesn't mean that you got to be a monk and that you always have to watch some type of self-improvement, videos or podcasts. What I'm saying is that should be the majority of what you're pumping into yourself. Live life too, man. Have some fun. Watch some stand-up. That's what I do. I put on funny shit. I watch funny movies. I watch goofball movies every now and again. But for the most part, it's important to be mindful of what you're pumping into here and what you're pumping into here. Okay? Because whether you know it or not, this stuff it's affecting you in like an unspoken kind of hidden way. All right. Just like the music that you're listening to. I might do a video on that all by itself. You know, as I've gotten older, I've realized the impact of music, movies, TV shows, how this stuff affects us, man. When if you're listening to music, you're listening to kill, 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 shoot, shoot, shoot. How do you think that's going to hit your spirit? It's going to hit you a certain way, but you may not even realize that it's happening. All right. So it's really important to be mindful of what you're pumping into your system. All right. So like I said, make sure you're pumping quality stuff into your system. The fifth way to improve your aura is to start having a positive mindset. Okay. Now this means to start taking accountability for yourself. Get out of that victim mentality where the world is beating you up and beating you down, and it's not your fault. You have no part in it. It's just the world and everybody else. You have to learn how to start reframing things that you are experiencing in your life. Now, how does this improve your aura? It's like the example I was giving you in the beginning of the video. When you get around somebody who was down in the dumps all the time, always got a negative mentality about something, always just going through the shits. Look, we all go through challenges in life, okay? But it's important to learn how to find the lessons in the challenge. What I try to say is find the blessings in the bullshit, okay? We always gonna be dealing with some bullshit. We got lows, we got highs. We always gonna be on this up and down roller coaster of life. But if you're constantly looking at what's happening to you in this negative way, it's gonna keep you stuck, man. All right, so you want to start being able to like flip it and make it work for you. If something bad has happened to you, you got to look at it like, what was my part in that? What can I learn from this? Now, I'm not talking about some crazy shit like you got sexually assaulted or something like that. That's a whole nother realm. And I know somebody might say something like you can't control that type of shit when it happens to you, and you can't. I'm talking about day-to-day challenges, curveballs that life throws your way. This is what I'm talking about, all right? You want to be able to start finding ways to kind of like look for positivity. And this is a crazy mind shift that is really going to help you. And this is going to boost that aura. It's going to boost your glow about yourself. I was just at work a moment ago, and my coworkers were kind of talking about, you know, some of the guests that come in and they had an attitude, and how sometimes their attitude, it can make them feel a certain type of way. And I was like, look, man, I'm like, yo, I understand that, but you never know what somebody's going through. You know, they might be going through a divorce. They might have lost a kid. You never know. And it was all like, damn, that's actually a really good way to look at things. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I appreciate that. You know, but it's taken me practice to get to this place too. I used to kind of handle shit and look at it negatively too. Like, man, fuck this person, man, talking to me this way, or why is this person doing that, making my life hell? Nah, you got to look at it like, damn, what part did I play in that? How did I make my life hell? It's not about them. I have control of my life. What can I work on? Oh, damn, I need to start getting in the gym. I need to start going to bed at a decent time so I can, you know, take care of myself. I need to start eating better. You got to take control of what you can control and stop blaming people for where you are and what's happened to you, et cetera, et cetera. It's a whole list of things that we blame people for, and I'm sure you're aware of what I'm talking about. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. You want to shift your mindset. Be more positive, man. This is going to elevate your aura, man. This is going to make people gravitate toward you, and you'll stop repelling people, and people get tired of being around you because you're always in a negative mind state. Now, to piggyback off of that one, the sixth way to improve your aura is to stop being so judgmental. Okay, this is something I used to struggle with back in the day. Always have something to say about somebody. Always got an opinion. Always talking a little bit of shit. Always clowning. Now, I get it. It's cool to have fun. It's cool to like kind of, you know, jokey joke. Like, look at this motherfucker over here, man. I get it. But when that stuff is getting super deep and it leads to like, now you gossiping, now you always got something to say about somebody, you're always pointing your finger, that plays into your aura as well. It plays into your energetic presence as well. It plays into that negativity, always gotten something negative to say. Okay, this is another thing that is kind of hidden. It's under the radar. We don't realize how much of an impact that it has on our lives until you stop doing it and get to the other side. This is what I had to work on too. Now at this point in my life, I ain't got shit to say about nobody. Somebody doing something goofy and I think they're a goofball, It ain't affecting me. You know, live your life, do what you do. But back in the day, I used to always have to have something to say about it. Get to a point where you don't have to say something about everything. Everything you think doesn't have to be said. Okay, keep some things to yourself. Like they say when you're a kid, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, keep your damn mouth shut. And that goes a long way. You'll learn how that it really starts to kind of reshape and almost reconfigure how you show up in the world. And people are going to start to gravitate toward you a bit more because you ain't never judging them. You keep your opinions to yourself. Or you may have learned some balance with it where you know how to make a joke here and there, but it's not like a malicious tearing down of somebody else, if that makes sense. All right. If this video is providing you with any value so far, please go ahead and smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you know when I make more videos just like this. All right. Now, for this last way to really improve your aura and stop having such a whack ass aura, learn to be more authentic. Learn to stand in your truth. Learn to become more comfortable in your skin. Now, I know you might be like, well, how the hell do I do that, Bryce? Look, you ever get around somebody, you ever around a group of people, and they might have opinions where it seems like they all think the same way. That's cool, but you might have a differing opinion. Your opinion might not be so popular, and you might be a little shy, a little anxious, a little scared to voice your opinion because you think you're going to be judged, because you're worried about what people are going to say about you. Fuck all that. All right. Stop worrying about what people think about you. Stop worrying about how you walk through life is going to affect others. Now, that doesn't mean be disrespectful, be an asshole, to live your life, without integrity. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is if you got a differing opinion than somebody else, you know how much power you have when you can voice that opinion, and maybe not everybody agrees with it. That says a lot about a person when they have confidence in their own beliefs, in their own values. They may be open to hearing your beliefs and your values. Like, yeah, I want to hear your perspective, hear your thoughts, but I have no problem sharing how I feel about something. I may think a certain way about something, and I can explain to you and articulate to you why I feel this way about that. I'm not being a dickhead. I'm not being an asshole. It's just I got a differing belief, and I respect you for having your belief. This is walking in authentic truth. This is being an authentic person. Okay. And you want to be able to start being a more authentic version of yourself and not shying away from really speaking your truth, really speaking how you feel about things because you're worrying about what other people are going to think about you. I know we deal with this a lot when we're younger. I dealt with this quite a bit too because we always want to fit in with the crowd. You will fit in so much more with the right crowd when you learn how to be more authentic. The right people are going to love it. All right. And you're going to love yourself more too, man. I hope that this video provided you with some value. If it did, make sure that you check out this video right here, and I will see y'all there. Peace.